For 24 years, the tough fishing town of Seward, Alaska, has been harboring a dark secret. Who killed mother of 4 Toni Lister, and why? In April 2006, the local DA reaches out to the Anchorage Cold Case Unit to breathe new life into the long-dead investigation. The file lands on seasoned detective Tim Hunyer's desk.
When I first get a cold case, I try to put myself in the investigating officer's shoes. With a new set of eyes, there's always something they may have missed. So I traveled to Seward. See if there's anything else I could do if he missed something. So I start right from the beginning. Look at the people he talked to, try to get a feel for that. My next step was to look at the evidence that we had, to see how it was preserved in that, and get that evidence to the crime lab. The evidence was still stored, it was stored properly. They did a real excellent job.
This is crucial. Cold case DNA analysis can only work if we know the evidence is uncontaminated.
That is precisely why the defense often demands their own DNA testing. You have to make sure the evidence is what the prosecution says it is.
Back in 1982, detectives had 2 viable suspects for Toni's murder: her husband Calvin, and the man she was last seen with, Jimmy Ecker.
I looked into what Jimmy Ecker was doing the last 20 odd years and found out that he did get in some other trouble.
Jimmy has spent a long spell behind bars for armed robbery, and Calvin has been no angel either, doing 2 years for narcotics and jumping bail. Now, DNA analysis offers the best hope of solving, once and for all, the puzzle of who killed Toni.
When I first found out that they were looking into the case again, I talked with Tim Hunyer, who said that they looked into every angle possible, and it kept leading back to the same person.
We discovered that Toni's blood was found on Jimmy's pants. Jimmy's DNA sample was found, I believe it was in a vaginal swab. That was our major DNA evidence. It puts him in contact with Toni during the murder or shortly thereafter.
On the back of the damning new forensic evidence, Jimmy Ecker is arrested and charged with Toni's rape and murder.
We wanted justice. We wanted him to pay for what he's done.
The DNA matches are attention grabbers for sure, but what do they really tell us? Jimmy had sex with Toni. He admitted to that from the get-go. A spot of Toni's blood on his clothes after wild sex in the truck is no smoking gun. DNA matches are way more scientific than seances or polygraphs, but we're no closer to the truth than we were in 1982.